Welcome back to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is day 69, and today we're revisiting one of the most impactful sessions in the series. Why? Because mastery is built through repetition. When we return to the fundamentals, we don't just repeat, we refine. This is a chance to engage again, but from a stronger place than the first time. We are bringing a better, stronger, more confident version of ourselves to this routine. So treat this like a fresh session. Bring your best effort, bring your A game. Focus on form, focus on foundation, and focus on those things that you need to do to make sure you're getting the best benefit from the routine. Remember, controlled tension or time under tension gives us the benefit that we need. Breathe through the resistance. Let's get stronger together. Let's go ahead, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and get into our warm-up. As you know, this week we've tweaked it a little bit. The warm-up is intended to get our muscles warm, get our body warm, get the blood flowing so we can get that needed oxygen as we move through the circuit, and also to help our joints become a little looser as we prepare for our activities. We're going to go through the circuit just like we do. And if you need to repeat this, if you need more time, you can actually repeat the circuit, just replay the video. So we're warming up because we want to get those muscles moving. We want to get the temperature in our body up. We want to get oxygen going. We're going to get our breath moving or increasing, our breathing increasing, so that we can get that carbon dioxide that's going to be building up out. The exercises that we're doing for the warm-up can be used as part of the regular circuit as well. So if you're looking for some exercises, some low impact, low intensity exercise, you can use the warm-up as your circuit. You can do a 5-minute, 6-minute, whatever number of minutes circuit using the warm-ups. And then of course we've got our regular circuit that we're going to go into. So let's go ahead and get our dumbbells, and we'll start for our arm twists. We're going to do 10 forward, 10 backwards. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? And of course, all of these, you got your core activated. And pull that belly button in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and move to our cross-body leg swings. And I'm going to do a modified version using the wall on one side, using the chair, the bench on the other side. I've got my dumbbells, or at least one, because I want to be a little bit off balance as my body is trying to keep me, right? That's just my little tweak in this exercise. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do 10 on each leg with a 5 count in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. And switching to the other side, same thing. 10 on this side with a 5 count as we move from one side to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a final one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. We'll do forward reaches with a 5 count at the when we reach out. And here you're trying to tighten the pecs, tighten the arm muscles, squeeze as much you can, reaching out as far as you can. In this case, I've got the dumbbells, which is adding some additional tension. Remember, time under tension. You got that core activated, so that belly button is pulled in just a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. And 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. All right. And now I'm going to keep the dumbbells. I'm going to move into our high knee marches. We're going to do that for about 60 seconds, right? 1 minute. And we're going to do a count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Of course, you're trying to raise those knees up as high as we can. And I've got the core activated right now. I've got those abdominal muscles pulled in. I've got the glutes a little tight, right? All right, ready? And so I'm going to do feet shoulder width apart. And let's get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get those knees up, get those knees up. Keep that pace going. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Get that blood flowing, get the heart rate up. Temperature in the body is increasing. Get these muscles starting to relax. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 30 seconds more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you need to, you can modify this by holding onto your bench or your chair or to the wall. 1, 2. 15 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Yeah, you feel that temperature going up already, right? Awesome, awesome. Go ahead and move to our bench and to our dumbbell presses, and then to our seated knee extension. As I mentioned when we started, so your strength, strategy, and mindset are being fulfilled by being here, by showing up, being in this space. When you say yes to coming out, when you say yes to the activities, and you say yes to pushing through, you're hitting all 3 of those with just being here. So go ahead and get to our press. And so for the presses, what we're going to do is we're going to take a brief pause between sets 1 and 2, and then a bigger pause, rest between sets 2 and 3, okay? Here we go. And up and press. 1, 2, up, press. 1, 2, up, press. 1, 2, up, press. 1, 2, that's 4, up, press. 1, 2, up, press. 1, 2, that's 6, up, press. 1, 2, 1 more, up, press. 1, 2, okay? So brief pause. 1, 2, maybe 2, 3 count, and then get right into it. Here we go. And up, press. 1, 2, up, press. 1, 2, up, press. 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, that's 4, up, press, 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, that's 6, up, press, 1, 2, one more, up, press, 1, 2, and that's 8. All right. So here between this set and the next, we're going to take a little longer pause. And that is really just to kind of get us ready as we are going to be extending those sets into longer ones. Right now we're doing 3 sets of 8. So we'll be increasing the number of reps within each set. Remember, time under tension, time under tension. So before we begin moving up in the weights, we'll tweak a little bit in terms of time under tension, and then move up to higher weights. So go ahead and get to that last set. And ready? And up, press, 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, that's 4, up, press, 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, that's 6, up, press, 1, 2, and one more, up, press, 1, 2. That gives us our 8. All right. So once again, for any of these activities, any of these exercises that we're doing, if you need to modify by modifying the number of reps, the number of sets, even the weights, feel free to do that. We want to make sure that we are remaining safe. We're getting maximum benefit, but we're making sure that we're not causing any injury. Let's move to our seated knee extensions. I'm going to do 10 on each side with a 5 count when we extend. Okay, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Well, 3, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. Let's go ahead and we're going to grab our dumbbells again and get into our curl and presses. Here we go. And so once again for this, we're going to take a brief pause between sets 1 and 2 and a little longer pause between sets 2 and 3. All right. Okay, here we go. And let's get started. So up, twist, press, down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 2. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. All right? So just a brief pause.
And then let's get to that second set. Here we go. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 1. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 2. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. One more. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Oh yeah, that time of attention. I felt those last, I felt all of them, but those last two, right in here. And so as you're continuing to do this, you'll feel that as you get that time of attention, you'll feel those muscles burning. You should not feel any pain, but burning, yeah, you'll feel that. And depending on the angle that you're using when you're lifting, when you're doing the presses, actually both the curl and press, you'll feel a little bit slightly different places in the muscles. So we want to make sure that we're not having problems in the joint. If you remember several episodes ago, I was actually feeling it right in the joint, and I didn't want to do that. So you have to adjust the angle a little bit. Okay? Let's go ahead and get to the last set. And here we go. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, that's 2. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. One more. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Ooh, yeah. I think I was saying that I like the curl and presses, but as I said before, I'm not sure which one I like most, but I like them all. They all feel pretty good, particularly as you understand that you're doing this for a reason. Okay, so as you're dealing with some of the tension, some of the burning that you feel, the question is, why are we doing rhythm, alignment, and structure? We are doing this because it aligns with who we say we want to be, what we say we want to have in our health. And so sometimes you can get a chance you can push through, because that is giving you, that is causing you to understand that, yeah, this is a process. This is what's going on. And just because there's that burning doesn't mean I stop. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to do our squats. And I'm going to use the kettlebells, 3 sets of 8. And we're going to do a brief pause between sets 1 and 2, and then a longer pause between sets 2 and 3, right? And so remember, our feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to bend, as like I was sitting, and then bend at the knee. Our goal is to go down. We're not going to do a countdown there and we come back up. Now there are other forms of this that we can do where we go down and we stay for a certain amount of time. We're not going to do this right now. Okay, let's go ahead, get started. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, I said we were going to pause, but I guess I'm 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. You see that? I just got carried away and just went right through the first 2 sets. So definitely we're going to take a little break here. Whew. I just got to count and it just kept going. I was thinking 16 is total, but then we were supposed to pause. But yeah, we got it. We got it done. Whew. So brief pause here. Then we'll get into the last set there and then move into the rest. Whew. All of the exercises we're doing, right, we're hitting muscles throughout the body, right? The shoulders, we're hitting the deltoids, and we'll do that when we do the lateral raises. Of course, the biceps, the triceps, forearm muscles, activating the core as we're doing the squats. And actually all of the exercises we're doing, right, the core has to be stable for us to do that. The quads, the hamstrings, of course, the calf muscles as we're doing those squats. So let's go ahead, get into our last set. And yeah, this will just be 1 set of 8. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? And 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right. Get those back. And we'll move to our hammer curls. So go ahead and grab your dumbbells. And just like we did with the other exercises, the first 2 sets we're going to move pretty quickly between 1 and 2, and then a longer pause between sets 2 and 3. Give a moment to catch my breath a little bit. Yeah, the squats have a lot more. You become a lot more winded. I was trying to find a different way to say it. You become a lot more winded as you do the squats, which is great because you're activating all those muscles here: the diaphragm, the pecs, not pecs, but the rectus abdominis, the obliques, the transverse, the glutes. Right, so all of those muscles in that area. All right, so hammer curls, and so our goal here is to bring the weights up to the opposite shoulder, and then we can do that quickly and then lower slowly. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. That's 2, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. That's 4, up, and down, up, and down. That's 5, up, and down, up, and down. That's 6, up, and down, and up, and down. That's 7. One more. Up, and down, up, and down. That's 8. So I'm just going to hold on to these right here because we're going to move right into that second set. Let's go ahead and get started. Up, and down, and up, and down. And you want the muscles in your arms to be doing this, right? We don't want to use the body to do this. That's 2, up, and down, up, and down. That's 3, up, and down, and up, and down. That's 4, up, and down, up, and down. That's 5, up, and down, up, and down. That's 6, up, and down, up, and down. That's 7, up, and down, and up, and down. That's 8. Right? Now I think we could have kept going with that one, but we'll do longer sets later. But just the idea of moving quickly from one set to the next, I think that begins to set the tone and get you into the habit of being able to do more sets or longer sets, right, with more reps in them. Let's go ahead and get to that last set here. Ready? And up and down and up and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down. That's 2, up and down, up and down. That's 3, up and down, up and down. That's 4, up and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6, up and down, up and down. That's 7, up and down and up and down. That's 8. Awesome. Time under tension is our friend. Time under tension is our friend. And then I'm going to take a little longer break here before we get into our lateral raises. I say longer, not too long, but just a brief pause. And once again, if you need additional time, you can run this again as we move through the circuit. And those we're going pretty judiciously through the circuit. That's to give you enough time to kind of get the total workout that you need. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with this. Remember, this one we're not going to count out everyone, just maybe at the end giving you where we are in terms of the numbers. Ready? And here we go. Up and down and up and down, 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 and that's 8. All right, just a brief pause. And I'm going to jump right into the second set. Here we go. Up and down, and up and down, up and down, and 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 one more. Up and down. Ooh. Yeah. And just a little longer pause here as we get to the final set. So short pause between the first and second set, longer pause between the second and third. So you should be, and I had someone send me a message, said that they're starting to see the benefits of consistency. And you should be starting to see that in blood sugars, in your weight, in what your body looks like when you look in the mirror. I certainly get excited when I'm looking in the mirror to see some of the changes. And we're not talking about huge, big changes, but just minor changes here and there that will add up over time. So let's go ahead to get to that last set. Ready? And up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and one more. Up and down. And that's our 8, 3 sets of 8. See how quickly those go? All right. And then I get these out for our balancing exercise. So I love doing this at the end because it reminds me of balance, of this idea that in all that I do here, in terms of my workout, in terms of my body toning, in terms of what I'm doing for my physical health, mental health, emotional health, all the domains of health, as I'm working through the health action plan, I'm to be shooting for balance. I'm striving for balance, but being off balance does not mean that I don't keep working. Right? So even though I'm off balance, my job, my goal is within this instability, within the wobbliness, is to still have within me or within my system the structure that still allows me to continue to process. Right? Now I may need to take a pause. I may need to put a foot down. I may need to reorient myself, rebalance myself, but that doesn't stop me. And so that's an important point to make here and also in our lives in general, that just because we're off balance, just because we're wobbly, doesn't mean that we scrap it, that we stop, that we give up, that we turn back. It means that we pause, we pivot, we put our foot down a little bit, get grounded. We'll talk about grounding in a minute. And then we move on and we continue to try to find how do we remain in balance. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to do sets of 10, 10 on each leg with a 5 count in between. Back chest a little bit, and let's go ahead and get started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. All right. Put these back down. And then, just like we warmed up, we want to take some time to cool down. Those muscles are now relaxed, the body's warm, the heart rate is up, the blood is flowing, we're getting oxygen in, we're getting carbon dioxide out. And so we want to take some time now to begin cooling down, getting our heart rate back down, getting our breath a little bit more even as our body is exchanging carbon dioxide from oxygen, right? Taking that needed fresh oxygen in and bringing out the stale carbon dioxide, which is being built up as our body's building up lactic acid, converting that to an expendable acid, carbon dioxide, as we move through the circuit. So every time we were working, every time we were moving, every time we were building, we felt that tension, felt that burning, right? So the body is bringing oxygen in because those muscles need that, and then taking away the waste product or the acid that's building up. So let's go ahead and we're going to do our grounding exercise. So the grounding exercise is intended to help you realize that your base, the ground, is a solid support. It's designed to help you realize that in this space, as we're working on our body, as we're working on toning, as we're working on strength, as we're using the different strategies to improve our physical health, we need to be grounded. We need balance. We need firm foundation, right? Can you imagine what it'd be like if I was here trying to do the curls and the presses, or even as I'm on the bench and doing the presses or doing the squats, if the ground was moving, if it wasn't solid? But the ground is solid, and so I am planting my feet, and you hear me say as we walk through each of the exercises, feet shoulder width apart, activate the core. What we're doing is we're getting our foundation, getting the base ready to support all that we're about to do. When we do our squats, right, we're going down, we're squatting, and the thing that's helping to transfer energy up into our body is the ground, because we're pushing off on the ground. There's solid there, there's foundation, and we're grounded. And so in this space, we want to do that. We want to understand that. But in our lives in general, also, there are times when we are in situations that simply being able to put our feet solidly on the ground, that grounding, right, will help us to realize, help us to remember, will symbolize to us that we are okay, that we are on firm foundation. And from there, we can make tweaks, we can make adjustments, just like you saw me do a little while ago, right, as I was doing the balance exercise. I had to twist or shift a little bit, or, right, we're trying to get balance. But the ground is an integral part of that. So I want you to plant your feet solidly on the ground. If you're in a situation where there's anxiety, where there's stress, where there's unsurety, you want to find a place where you can plant your feet solidly on the ground. If you are outside, you want to take your shoes off, you want to feel the grass, you want to feel the ground, you want to feel the earth, you want to feel if you're on the beach, you want to feel the sand under your feet. Yes, we're grounded. And then now imagine all the tension. Imagine all the worry. Imagine the burning. Imagine the resistance. Imagine it all just kind of draining out through our bodies, from the top of our heads, into our face, into our jaw, into the neck muscles, into the shoulders, into the upper chest and lower chest, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, into the hip muscles and the quads and the gastrocs, right? And into our ankles and into our feet and into the soles of our feet, and we're pushing that out of us into the ground. Just imagine that process. And the ground is strong enough, it's solid enough, it supports us. And if we can ever put our feet on the ground, if we become grounded in that situation, it symbolizes to us that we can be okay, that we are okay. And now let's go ahead and do some of our breath work. We're going to do in through the nose, out through the mouth. We do that 5 times. Bring in that fresh oxygen. Breathe out the carbon dioxide. Breathe in fresh oxygen and carbon dioxide going out. And as we're doing that, our heart rate is beginning to slow. The blood flow is beginning to slow. The temperature in our body is beginning to go down. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to, when we do the 5th one, we're going to hold it for a 5 count. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And this last one we're going to do, hold it for a 5 count. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out through the mouth. And just kind of hold that there. Yeah, yeah. You've been showing up, you've been committing. Being here is a strength. Being here is your strategy. Being here is your mindset change. Because it takes an understanding, right? So the mindset is the change, understanding what we're doing, understand what our rhythm is, what our alignment is, the behaviors that we're doing, they are aligned, they are in tune with what we say we want. And the structure, right, is what we're doing. We've put something in place that you don't have to rely on motivation anymore. It is just what we do. It is what we are. We are working. We are building. We are growing. We are changing. We're evolving. We're getting better. And that's what Limitless Living says, that I'm doing everything I can to make sure that I am not allowing things from outside of me or inside of me to prevent me from moving into success. I'm breaking through boundaries. I'm pushing through obstacles. I'm overcoming those things that would conspire to keep me confined. And I'm showing up with my best self, with my best health, and my best plans for my life. That's what Limitless Living says. And I'm so proud that you are here, so proud that you've decided that you are now embodying what comes from Limitless Living, that you are doing everything you possibly can do to make sure that you are being healthy. And this strength, strategy, and mindset is part of our MOVE campaign. Remember, metabolic optimization via exercise. Don't negate the walking, right? So we've not done an episode on walking, and we'll do that. I think in the next week we'll be doing some more walking and reminding you that the MOVE campaign, there are several arms to that. Two of the primary ones, walking and the strength training. So don't negate that. Make sure that you are also getting that in as you are moving through your day.
And that's day number 69. This wasn't a step back, it was a strategic reinforcement. You showed up, you moved with purpose, you pushed through, and you reminded your body with this constant effort that you put in that strength feels good. Every rep, every breath, every round, it all counts. Hey, I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that you were here. I'm glad that you continue to show up. I'm Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted. Go live a limitless life. And I'll see you tomorrow for day number 70 of Strength, Strategy, and Mindset.